Testing has been going through the roof in the state of Florida. I mean, you hear about the positive tests, which obviously that's part of it, but the number of tests being conducted are unlike anything we thought we would be able to accomplish. We've averaged over the last 7 days over 100,000 tests a day. We want to accelerate testing. We want to get more testing out there. This is an inordinate amount of testing. I think what we're seeing is the percentage of new cases that are positive has stabilized and even, maybe slightly down from where it was.
So Florida Governor there, Ron DeSantis in Central Florida, broke down the latest testing numbers. This as the State Department of Health announced 11,466 new positive cases of COVID-19. That includes residents and non-residents and 128 new deaths.